Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays Beorning, and we are here with Candace, who's about to give us a little history lesson in the form of a session play. And this time it's about Gondor and the stone of Erech.
In the second age of Middle-earth, Isildur called the men of the mountains to the hill of Erech to discuss their loyalties.
Hey there. This is the place, Erenon, the hill of Erech. You stayed behind at the encampment when our Lord had last here, but I was in the party that wrested the stone to the summit. Several days of toil, true, but I can think of no better way to mark the escape of Numenor's sons from the deluge. Seeing the forest we came through from this height gives me a greater appreciation for its beauty, and I forgive its branches the many scratches we sustained. This new kingdom of Gondor is a beautiful land indeed. May it stand evermore. This way, Eowyn. Isildur has gone ahead, and we must not let our lord wait for our arrival. All right? To the summit. All right, let's go up to the summit
The kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor were still in their infancy. Isildur knew he would need allies if Gondor was to flourish.
Yes. Now, this is our first contact, then, with the Hill of Erech. We do run into it later on when we do Western Gondor. So this is the first area that they had to build in within Gondor, since the rest of the areas would have been a couple of more years before they saw. But here is the stone up here. And here's Isildur. Oh, that's right. And let me get my layout the way I want it. Alright. Hello, Isildur, my lord. Earvold, is it? Yes, I thought so. This has been a year of toil, Eowyn, but in a moment like this, breathing the clean air and looking out over the forests of Middle-earth, I can almost believe that this is home.
Isildur called the men of the White Mountains to treat with him at Erech.
Alright. Do you think they will come, Eowyn? We have peace for now, but if Sauron returns, we will need allies. We need the allegiance of the men of the mountain. Will they grant it? Look to them from the north slope of the hill. Alright, let's go to the north slope.
At last they approached, a small group of men and their king.
Alright, well, they run right through me. They must know who's important then. You are the son of Elendil the Tall? I am. I am Riok. I am the king of the mountain. Why have you called us to this place? The kingdom of Gondor is young, but already you have seen signs of its strength. From over the sea we have come, bringing us majesty undreamed of to Middle-earth. We desire your friendship. Gondor can provide you with great stores of knowledge and power. Understand this, Isildur, son of Elendil. When my sworn men were young, traders told the tales of the great land beyond the seas. Now the men of that place have sprung forth as if from legend. They erect mighty towers and great cities. They perform wonders. My lord Isildur does not ask you for your reverence. He asks you for your sword arms. Be still, Urkeneb. The forces of Sauron are scattered and leaderless, but it has been so before. Will you swear an oath to fight against him should he return? I will swear it on this very stone, this sign of the might of Numenor's sons. On this stone I swear that I and my people will stand with you in the fight against Sauron, should he return.
It was done. The allegiance of the men of the mountains was secured.
All right. That was easy enough. There is a great deal that we could learn from you from the kingdom of Gondor. We are now brothers, are we not? The bond of our oath will tie us together, and let our shared enemies tremble, Gondor and the mountain. At this moment there was none in this land more proud than I, King Erech of the mountain. There is so much of our people we can learn from each other, and by sharing our strength we will be the stronger for it. Your Lord Isildur was wise to reach out to us, and we are honored to have been called to his place. Should Sauron return, he will face our combined might and be fearful. All right. King Erech has led us for these many years, and his word has hewn from the stone like that of the mountain itself, with roots are deep. Let Sauron show himself again at his peril. He would dare it not when he confronted the men of the mountain and you, the sons of Numenor, and now Gondor. All right. What a day this has been, Earvand. We must learn from Isildur's example. Do not undervalue the worth of our alliances. It would be easy to look upon the wonders of Gondor, even this early in life, and think we can conquer any enemy. But Sauron is conniving, and if he does somehow return, as Isildur fears, we will be glad for the strong warriors of the mountain. All right.
The years passed, and the shadow grew again in Middle-earth.
What else is new?
No word came from Garth Lothig, a fortress in Gondor. Isildur gathered a force of men to investigate.
Right, let's find out what it is. Yes, sir? Beriandar, this is terrible. Look at what happened to Garth Lothig. This is the reason we have heard naught of its defenders. They have been slain and the fort taken. How could such an evil come to Gondor without our knowledge? What do we do? Isildur, what do we do? You know what we must do, Doorway. We must fight our way inside and reclaim this fort for Gondor. For Gondor! This is the work of the orcs, Brandair. You and Doorway, come with me. We will fight our way to the fort while the rest of the band approaches Garth Lothig from the flank. They will rue the day that they spilled Gondorian blood on our soil. All right, let's go. Beorning, Doorway, this way! You others circle the fort and approach the flank. The orcs must have assembled these war machines in the shadow of the cliffs. The defenders sealed the doors, and the orcs settled for a long siege. But this was not a long siege. Prepare yourselves! Prepare to fight for Gondor! Whack! That one has long. Gotta be careful about that one. Let's see. Cooldown on this one. Alright, this is the stun. Alright, good. And this is the do huge amounts of damage. Just remember what each one. And I also have it here, which is I will need the heavy hitter when we start facing the trolls. This way, while we have surprise on our side. Up the causeway. Alright. I said that more like a battle cry than a command. Up the causeway. Yes, that's our new battle cry. That's just like we were trying to defend the causeway rather than take it. Oh well. We are the people of the causeway. Oh well. Let's head up. So far so good, but with the trolls start right, things get we're just at the easy area. There have been a few times where I have failed this one. But usually though, once you understand how one of these operate, they become a little bit easier. But doorway though is running out of power. That's something I gotta keep care of. Oh, these orcs are different from those others we have seen this year, Beorning. Something drives them. So we need to drive them away. Yeah, someone's going to drive them soon. Dwarves are going to drive them out of here. That's it. Should be getting close to the first troll. Sometime soon. Nice of these orcs to wait their turn. And not attack us immediately. Overwhelm us with high odds or anything like that. I mean, after all. They're very polite. They're very polite ones, so everyone knows where the enemies are. What sorrow has taken this place? We will scrub it from the walls and slay every orc. I was about to say Baruch Kazad, but I guess that would be inappropriate for a Gondorian war cry. Alright. Oh, and here it is, our first, our first troll. Oh, okay, there we go. That time the stun worked. First stun didn't work very well, but the second one seems to have done so. Now he gains an immunity for stun, so even if I hit him with the shield again. So if I didn't hit him with the shield, it would just be a regular attack. But since I'm cooldown down on everything else, might not be too bad of an idea in that case. Good. The drums are getting louder. Ready yourselves, friends. Alright. Ready yourselves. Time to slay more orcs. Orcs, they have a habit of coming back. Unfortunately. So far we haven't needed much in the way of healing, but we may need that soon. And that's what it is. Alright, let's go. This is a good time for healing. Alright. Now, it looks like we're going to do a bit of healing control. That has been one of my favorite ways of failing this instance is, oh, I survived, but, well, doorway just so making sure that stays alive, and that's how we win the instance. I think I am the only healer. So healing needs to be used judiciously. not too bad of it as long as I make sure that we do this right. Their ranks thin. Press onward, soldiers of Gondor. Alright. We shall see. Right. Soldiers of Gondor. Sounded like he was using, like there were many of us, but there are only 2 of us. We have come too late to save these people, but we will make these orcs pay. The deluge comes, their waves will crash and die upon the rocks of Gondor. Alright, let's start the deluge. Let's see what's to be done. Now, lately I have been taking a class in Old English, and one of the interesting things about Old English and some other Germanic tongues is that they do have is that they had personal pronouns, not only case of plural and singular, but also for duels. So you can always address someone with a dual case if you were talking about specifically 2. And Russian actually has one for, I think it's up to 5. Anyway, it's small numbers, I guess, as opposed to a large player. I hear some people complain about how when they're taking Russian, challenge of how heavily inflected it is. I don't know. Right now I'm having enough trouble remembering the inflections of Old English, which is pretty heavy inflected, at least, well, definitely compared to modern English. I don't want to hear what Russian is going to be like. Fortunately, it's unlikely I'm ever going to be taking that language. There's much Russian literature I plan on studying. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, boy, this is the longest part of this instance, if you haven't guessed. Going against all the orcs, getting through them, controls, and there is going to be there's no more wave. Actually, I think the next wave might be the last. There's one wave fight off 2 controls at once. So that'd be fun. That's an example of my healing. And then we can make sure that Doorway and Isildur are healed also. Guess Isildur first. And now for the 2 trolls. Oh, there are not just 2 trolls, but a couple of trolls. So I do want to make sure I use this big one, and it's possible then that it will be renewed once or twice. Well, let's get Doorway up. Hey, oh, it's gotta be next to him? Where is this troll? Not that troll! The other! Wait, why can't I get the other troll up? Trying to get the one that hadn't been stuck before. Alright. Come on. That one? Oh. Isildur, you get a little healing. Wait, the range on this heal is really tiny. Tiny heal. Alright. Well, you got it. Or I should say tiny range on the heal. Actually, it's a big heal. It's just a very tiny range on it. I guess that's what helps to keep him balanced. Alright, that troll's down. That troll is done. That troll is going to take a big whapping. That troll is alone. Yeah, okay, I think we've got them down. Good. We are victorious. If anything, this day can be called a victory. Beriandar, look at that idol the orcs erected. Tell me it's not what it seems to be. And what is this idol? We'll find that out in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.